Alright guys, well, we are just leaving Danuser. They're out in Fulton, Missouri. They're not too far from me. About 2.5 hours is what it took me to get out here. I'm sure you've noticed, if you look at their product page, they have actually been sharing some of my videos and using some of my videos of the Intimidator. Well, they asked me, they said, hey, you know, is there any way we can use some of the videos because we like your videos? And I said, absolutely. Who with a channel my size would say no? They don't pay me anything at all. They're just basically helping support my channel. Well, then we got to talking, and I have a hammer on the back of the truck. I think model number is a SM40. I'll put it in the description, but I think that's what it is. They actually loaded it with the extra weight on the inside. They told me it gives it about 60% more force. I did own one of these for a very short time. I bought one for a couple jobs. The jobs fell through, and then I turned around and sold the hammer because I really don't I don't do a lot of fencing. Well, we've got some fencing to do up at the property I've been working on for my dad, and I talked to him, said, hey, I've got some posts to drive. Would you want me to do some videos? And he was like, yeah. So they gave me a demo hammer. It's a used hammer they've used for demos and videos, and you know, it may have been a dealer demo, something like that. But they just kind of repainted it and freshened it up and stuff like that. Put some of the stickers and all that. But you'll see there's some paint, you know, scratched up on like the little grabber thing on the bottom, stuff like that. But it's because it is a demo hammer. They're just going to let me demo it for a couple weeks. Hopefully, if rain holds out, we're actually going to use it next week, and then I'm going to bring it back up the week after that. And literally, it doesn't take me long to get here, a couple hours. So, no harm, no foul. I wouldn't mind using one with the extra weight in it. That's why he was like, hey, I want you to use one with the weight kit to really show people what it'll do with the weight kit, because it actually adds 60%. And I was like, that's fine. It doesn't matter to me. This one does have the tilt head on it, and I told him, I said, I'm not worried about tilt. I'd rather use one that was like my old one and locked out. Well, it's got a lockout pin. I didn't realize that. I probably would have bought one with the tilt head if I knew I could lock it out and didn't have to use the cylinder, because in that way, if you do need it, you'd have it. That's kind of a neat fixture. I didn't even know that they had that on there. So, but we'll do a walk around of it and kind of show you the difference that I remember on my straight SM40 compared to the tilt head. Not a lot of differences, still the same thing. And then, like I said, mine did not have the extra weight in it, and this does have the weight in it. It's an extra 200 pounds. But anyways, really nice facility out here. I don't know, it's pretty nice. Maybe we can talk to them if you guys are interested in seeing a tour. Maybe we can talk them into doing a tour sometime. And then also let me know what they carry that you guys might want to see in a demo. And if you want my opinion on it, type of thing. And then maybe we can tell them, say, hey, you know, I've had a couple comments. Somebody wants to see the Mega Mixer, or somebody wants to see, I didn't even know they've got an add-on grapple for a set of pallet forks. And it looked like, I think you have to use their pallet forks to put the grapple thing on. But then that way, if you're moving like logs or something like that, it's probably not necessarily made for brush. But if you're needing to carry logs or pipe or whatever on a job site that you're already going to have this fork set up, you could take your grapple and pin it on and have it with you, or whatever. It looks like it's, you know, quick attach on and off. So anyways, maybe that's something you guys want to see. But anyways, I'm going to get GPS fired back up and figure out how to get back out of here and get towards home. But hopefully that'll give you guys enough input on why all of a sudden I have a Danuser hammer, and then also why they are using my videos. I'm not getting paid. They're not paying me anything. He said, hey, you know, if it helps you and it helps us, you know, we're helping each other, and I'm totally fine with that. Okay, well, I'm back with the hammer. Just got back a little bit ago, went and ate lunch, and now we're just going to do a walk around. If you guys didn't see my original video of me owning a hammer, I owned it for a short period of time. I bought it for a big job that I got, and then the guy backed out of it, had hundreds of posts to drive, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna buy, you know, either the driver style, you know, like a breaker style, or one of these. And I like the idea of this. Nice and simple. I think I showed you before how it works. Let me see if I can get up here. It's still palletized. It has a chain in there, and basically it has a little hook that when you run it, it kind of goes like this, and when it gets to the top, it loops off of it and it drops a weight. Mine didn't have the extra weight in it. This one actually has the weight kit, an extra weight kit in it. I think he told me it was an extra 200 pounds, and it gives you 60% more driving force. Mine didn't have that, so I'm kind of excited to see how big a difference that makes. This is one of those attachments. It really doesn't matter how much flow you have. It's more weight capacity of the machine. You know, having this boom up in the air, because you have an 8-foot post on, you know, on the bottom of this, and you have to lift the machine up. You want a machine with some weight to it for stability. Not that the attachment's super heavy, but you might be on uneven ground and you're, you know, lifting almost all the way up and dangling a post and paying attention to where you're putting the post in. So I'd probably do a track machine or a big wheel loader. Anyways, this is how it is palletized, I assume. It's got a bolt that holds it down to the pallet, which is nice. That's all welded into the plate. You know, a couple ties. This thing came 2.5 hours away, and I mean, it looks like it would fall over, you know, on the back of your truck going down in the wind. The attachment's not super heavy, and all your weight is sitting right down here. It's got a couple 100 pounds of weight right here. So all your weight is down low. This is kind of sheet metal, or not sheet metal, plate steel, stuff like that. It's pretty thick material. You see it's greased. You need to grease that inside there for the weight to slip up and down in there easier. And mine was not the tilt version. This is the tilt version. And he said, well, do you need tilt? And I said, not really. I'm all flat ground. And he said, well, we just won't give you the you know, 14 pin that goes to the Kubota then. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Well, it comes with this little, it looks like it's got a control box in it with a cigarette lighter plug and a magnet. I'm just going to leave that bagged up. I don't need it. The nice thing is they make it to where it's pinned. Because I asked him, I'm like, hey, so is this cylinder going to leak down when I'm driving and all? He goes, no, just leave the pin in. And I was like, what? And you can pin it. So my thought is, if you bought one of these, wouldn't it be worth buying the tilt just in case you need it? But then if you don't need it, you just leave your cord wrapped up and stuff and leave it pinned. And probably, I bet you a solid 70-80% of the time that I would use this, I'd be on flat ground. The other 30%, it'd be a struggle trying to get to that flat spot to where you could do it. So it might not be a bad option. I don't know what the price difference is. You guys check them. Prices are up and down a bunch anyways. But you might check that. That might be an option for you guys. Like I said, this does have the weight kit in it. It's another 200 pounds, gives you another 60% more capacity. I'm not going to use this until next week. We're going to drive post up at my dad's property we've been working on for a while. Like I said in the beginning of the video when I was at Danuser picking it up, this is purely a loaner. I didn't buy it. They didn't give it to me. They're not paying me to use it. He kind of liked a lot of my Intimidator videos and like, hey, you know, what else would you use? And they were kind of going through the list of equipment. I said, you know, my dad wants to put a fence in. How about if we demo a post driver? And I said, that way, you know, at least I can get my dad's fence in and make it easier on me. I don't have to auger him and dirt tamp it. It's a better solution. And he goes, yeah, I'll do that. And let's put the weight kit in it. And I'm like, that's good. I said, I wouldn't mind seeing the difference of the weight kit. So now if you want to see the major difference, you could go back to my previous video. I literally drove a 7-inch post behind my shop, a 6 to 7, but I think I measured it. It was about 7 inches, and it drove it right through the gravel and right through the dirt. We'll see what this thing does on some 8-inch posts, doing some H's up at my dad's. So just wanted to give you a backstory of why I've got a Danuser product, and you may end up seeing it on their website and their YouTube page. It's because they asked me for permission to use my videos, and I was like, yes. Yes, you want to use my videos? Yes, I'm happy about that. Kind of makes me feel good. But anyways, we'll see what this thing does. I kind of wanted to do a walk around. Let me know if Danuser has something that you guys want me to demo, and I'll talk with them and see what else we can do. I may have to come up with a job for something. If you know, like say you want to have me demo the Mega Mixer. I don't necessarily have jobs that I would use for that all the time. I've always wanted one, but I don't always necessarily have jobs that I would use a big concrete mixer on. They do have one thing that I did see that you guys might not know they had, and I didn't know they had it until Glenn Danuser told me. He was like, hey, did you know that we have like a set of forks that you can put a grapple on? And I'm like, huh? And I was looking through a brochure while I was up there waiting on this, and I seen it. It was kind of neat. It looked like, maybe like a walkthrough frame. I think it was hard to tell on the picture, but it looked like they had a walkthrough frame fork that was set up for their grapple, and I may talk to him and see if I can get one of these. The bad thing is I'll probably have to buy their fork frame. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I have a set of forks. I've had these for a long time. But it looked like a set of 42, 48-inch forks. Well, the grapple looked like it went all the way to the edge of the forks. So my thought is if you're carrying like plastic pipe, if you're carrying concrete pipe, if you're carrying logs, if you're carrying whatever that you need a set of forks for, but then you need to move material around, that might not be a bad thing. I need to see how it attaches and if it'd be like easy on and off like job site. But you could have your forks out there, and then you could have a grapple for it too if you're doing material handling and, you know, handling palletized material. I don't know, that might be a thing. That might be in my future. I might see what, you know, get with a dealer or something and see what it costs to get a set of forks with the grapple thing on it. But anyways, let me know. I don't know, let me know if you guys see something on their website that you wouldn't mind seeing. Obviously you can't say, hey, go get a post driver and drive this particular kind of post, because I've already had a post driver. I can't keep telling him, hey, somebody wants me to drive, you know, something with the post, or with the post driver. So anyways, let me know if there's something you guys want to check out, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get it on the channel. That'd be kind of nice to be able to get you guys, you know, what you want to see on the channel. But anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbing. I just wanted to kind of do an intro to why I have a hammer again, where it came from, and, you know, kind of let you guys know why you're seeing my videos on Danuser's YouTube channel. And I haven't looked on the website, but I know I've seen them on the YouTube channel, and then they send you to my channel. That's why. They liked it and they asked me if they could use it, and I was like, of course. Anyways, we'll show you guys the hammer, and like I said, let me know what you think. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.